Hello learners, this is Habiba with Excel with me. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Let's begin today's class, that is UGC NET Paper 2 Education Unit 3 Learner and Learning Process with the subtopic Approaches to Intelligence from Unitary to Multiple, Concept of Problem Solving. Let's understand what is problem solving, meaning, definition, and what are the steps involved in problem solving. Let's discuss today. Introduction. The process by which individuals attempt to overcome difficulties, achieve plans that move them from a starting situation to a desired goal, or reach conclusions through the use of higher mental functions such as reasoning and creative thinking. Each and every individual face certain problems in life. They will not sit idle like that facing those problems. Some people face very courageously, but some people don't have the ability to face those problems. They will go in stress. So in this process of problem solving, some mental functions, higher mental functions are used. So what are the things higher mental functioning such as reasoning and creative thinking are involved? Problem solving is seen in non-human animals in laboratory studies involving mazes and other tests, as well as in natural settings to obtain hidden foods. You might have learned in psychology, different psychologists like Watson, Skinner, they have used different animals, dogs, pigeons, mice, everything they have used, and chimpanzee also, to know how they will interact if certain problem is faced by them. So even animals has the ability to solve the problems. Many animals display problem solving strategies such as the win, stay, lose, shift strategy, which allows an animal to solve a new problem quickly based on whether the first response was successful or unsuccessful. For example, in the jungle, if lion or tiger or any dangerous animal start hunting for the prey, sometimes they will win. Sometimes they will wait for the to catch the prey. Sometimes they lose. When they lose, what will they do? They will shift to another strategy to catch the prey. In terms of conditioning, problem solving involves engaging in behavior that results in the production of discriminative stimuli in situations involving in new contingencies. That means we have learnt in the classical conditioning and the operant conditioning, the terms conditioning is used in problem solving, which engages the behavior. In classical conditioning, when the dog was given a bell to give the food, the saliva comes out of the mouth. That is the conditioning. When the bell rings means the food is ready for the dog, the hint for the dog. That means production of discriminative stimuli. They will understand the situations, how to deal with the new situations. If after ringing the bell also, if food is not given, what the dog will do? It will still continue to flow the saliva, that waiting for the food. If it is not given means it will wait, and then new strategy it will apply to get the food. What is problem solving? Let's understand. Problem solving or critical thinking is the demonstration of characterizing an issue, deciding the reason for the issue, distinguishing, focusing on, and choosing options for an answer, and carrying out an answer. That is why, what is the reason of it, when it happened, who was the reason for this, so where it happened, characterizing an issue. That means what is the cause of that issue, and deciding the reason and distinguishing things whether it is correct happened or not, and then focusing on the issue and choosing options to get a proper answer and carrying out that answer. That is problem solving. The problem solving process. What is the problem solving process? Let's understand. We can better define the problem solving process through a series of important steps. Now the first step is identifying the problem. The problem identification consists of two steps. Number one, identifying, and two, acknowledging that a discrepancy exists. First, identifying the discrepancy and acknowledging, yes, some discrepancy is there. Identifying that there is a problem and developing a problem identification statement. Then we will have the statement, problem solving statement. For example, learners. If we take the learners, what are the causes why the learners are not able to achieve certain goals? That is, for example, to study the achievement, academic achievement of higher secondary school students. Then let's have the second step, that is defining the problem. Once the problem has been identified correctly, you should define it. That means diagnose the situation so that your focus is on the problem, not on the different symptoms. Focus should be on the problem first. Helpful problem solving techniques include using flowcharts to identify the expected steps of a process and cause and effect diagrams to define and analyze root causes. So after diagnosing proper problem, focusing on the problem only, not the symptoms, the problem solving techniques should be used. What are the techniques? First, we can have the flow charts. Why? What steps could be involved in the problem solving? It will give the idea if you have the flow chart. And then cause and effect diagrams to define and analyze what are the root causes of this problem. The third step is forming a strategy, that is foster a procedure to take care of your concern. Characterizing a methodology will give guidance and lucidity. Lucidity means clarity of expression on the subsequent stages. That means forming a strategy means the procedure, what procedure you are going to follow, the methodology, which methodology will guide you for clear expression of the problem. The fourth one is organizing the information, that is sorting out data. For example, if I have given any questionnaire to the students or anybody concerned with that problem, I have to collect that efficiently collect that data that will assist me to decide what is absent in that. The more data we have, the simpler it will become for us to show up an answer. Then allocating resources. That means we may not generally be furnished with the vital assets to tackle an issue. We will not have all the assets which are necessary. Before you focus on carrying out an answer for an issue, you ought to decide the accessibility of various assets like cash, time, and different expenses. These are very, very important. Otherwise, your problem solving techniques will set aside. Then the sixth one is track progress. That is, the genuine significance of problem solving or critical thinking is to pursue a goal. In the event that you measure your advancement, you can assess whether you are on target. You could update your systems on the off chance that you don't see the ideal degree of progress. That means genuinity, the problem or whatever problem is there, if you have reached to the goal or not, you have to check that, track on the progress of your success. So you should update the system all the time. Then the seventh one, evaluating the results. After you detect an answer, assess the outcomes to decide if it's the most ideal arrangement. For instance, you can assess the accomplishment of a wellness routine following a little while of activity. That means when you detect any problem, assess what are the outcomes of that. If we solve that problem, what we are going to achieve. So, for instance, we can assess our accomplishment of our wellness after some time. At present, what is the situation, and after a while, after few days, what will be the situation you can see. Now let's understand the important skills that are beneficial for finding solutions for these problems. First one is communication. Obviously, communication is a critical skill when we work in teams. If we won't be able to communicate properly with our peers or team members, our problem will never get solved. Then research. That means as a problem solver, need to research and identify underlying causes. What are the causes of this problem? We have to first find out before understanding anything else, how to solve the problem and all. We have to, as a problem solver, we have to research what are the causes of this problem. Then analyze, that is, analytical skills can help differentiate between effective and ineffective solutions. We should have the power of analyzing things. These, which are the effective ones, so effective solutions, which are ineffective solutions, we could be able to differentiate between them. Then the fourth one and the last one, decision making. Make a decision after identifying the source and methods of solving a problem. We should have proper decision making, otherwise we won't be able to solve the problem perfectly. That means identifying the sources and methods, how to solve the problems. In that we have to show our decision making skill. So we come to the end of this session. Let's conclude the topic. Problem solving skills help you determine the source of a problem and how to effectively determine the solution. Then problem solving skills are not innate and can be mastered over time. So we come to the end of this session. Please do like, share, subscribe and comment below for further videos. Thanks for your attention and time. Happy learning.